हाँ, क्योंकि मैं सोच रहा था एक ही आदमी क्यों देख रहा है इतने देर से, हम बोल रहे हैं आधे घंटे से।
नहीं नहीं, हम भी वेट ही कर रहे थे कि आप कब लाइव हो कब लाइव हो।
और हमने
ताकि
तो
हम
कब का 7 बजे शार्प लाइव किया और मैंने आधे घंटा बात भी की।
अच्छा कोई नहीं।
तो अभी यहाँ से 1 घंटा करना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा।
सर थोड़ा सा मतलब थोड़ा सा कर लीजिए, थोड़ा सा कुछ शॉर्ट करके, क्योंकि इसमें ना हम लोग लगभग 1 लाख लोगों का जैसे अटेंडेंस और इसको शेयर करना है तो इसलिए।
ओके, क्योंकि मैं तो वे आई वॉज सो सरप्राइज कि मैं निरोग स्ट्रीट पे ज्वाइन हुआ हूँ, अपने इतने
हाँ हाँ।
सारे सब्सक्राइबर, और एक ही आदमी क्यों देख रहा है। फिर भी मैंने सोचा
तो
नहीं यार, गड़बड़ है, तो अपन बात करना शुरू करते हैं कंटिन्यू। और जो
अच्छा अच्छा।
आपने दिया था हमको, उसी से हमने
हाँ नहीं,
ज्वाइन किया।
मुझे लगा ना वो एक पीपीटी होता है ना, वो फॉल फॉल देते हैं रेजिस्टेंस आता है, मुझे लगा आपसे शेयर करा होगा।
नहीं, किसी ने
तो
शेयर
इसलिए
नहीं किया, वरना तो फिर हम
कोई
कब
नहीं
से
सर,
बात
सॉरी
करें।
सर। नहीं
हैं?
नहीं, फिर तो सॉरी हमारी ओर से।
मैं सबसे माफ़ी चाहता हूँ बिकॉज ऑफ ये हमारे अभिषेक भाई साहब जो है पटना किंग, उनकी
नहीं
उनकी और मेरी कम्युनिकेशन अंडरस्टैंडिंग में कुछ कमी रह गई, तो हम उनके वे फेसबुक पेज पे लाइव हो गए। और आप निरोग स्ट्रीट पर आए हैं, तो निरोग स्ट्रीट पर सभी उपस्थित भाई और बहनों का तहे दिल से स्वागत। बात हम कर रहे थे पल्स डायग्नोसिस इन कंप्यूटर एज। फिर से शुरू। द लैंग्वेज प्रेफरेंस, हम अपेक्षा करते हैं कि हम अंग्रेज़ी में बात करेंगे, तो आप सबको शायद सुविधा हो सकती है। कुछ लोग, क्योंकि निरोग स्ट्रीट हैज़ नाउ बिकम एन इंटरनेशनल फेनोमेना where we have the subscribers across the world. So English has already become a language of the common Vaidya. So let us start with good evening all, and I am sorry because of some goof up between me and the organizers. I was live on some other Facebook page than Nirok Street. So I was just surprised why people are not looking at me. I thought I might be looking some Jai Chhajet, a postgraduate from Jamnagar from Department of Kai Chikitsa. I was principal Ayurveda College, Aurangabad, and later I became senior consultant at European Research University. And then I started my own practice. Since 2015, I am working as mentor to IIT Mumbai, Powai, for development of pulse diagnosis machine with the Biomedical Engineering and Technology Innovation Center. I am being a teacher of pulse diagnosis for last 27 years. I have my book Pulse Diagnosis in Computer Age. In its 4th edition is almost about to be sold out, and 5th edition is ready. Besides that, there are some other books and CDs I have published about pulse diagnosis, and almost 10,000 plus books and CDs are available in the market as on today. After this brief introduction to myself, I would like to share with you how my journey of pulse diagnosis really started. As a small child, born and brought up in Pune, I always had the information since my childhood about those Vaidyas who were very renowned for their skills of using pulse for diagnosis. And when I got my admission into Ayurveda college, I came with the zeal to learn this basic skill of using the pulse for diagnosis. And as you all have experienced, and me too, that it was never the part of the syllabi. Nobody was ready to teach me the basic skills of pulse diagnosis. I tried to go to multiple Vaidyas who were known for pulse diagnosis. They told me, no, pulse diagnosis is very difficult thing, cannot be learned like this. You need to master the mantras, have the Guru Krupa and the blessings of the God, only you can do the pulse diagnosis. I was studying, trying to read every single factor available anywhere for pulse diagnosis, collected the material. Then I thought I could better go to one of the best premier institutes of Ayurveda, and there I may get some knowledge, some understanding about this wonderful skill of pulse diagnosis. So I appeared for the entrance examination at Jamnagar, and to my best, my luck, I got selected as rank 1 candidate there. I was a very bright. I was university topper for Pune University, got my first gold medal there. I was selected as rank 1 candidate for for Jamnagar, IPGT and R. I got Kai Chikitsa, and when I went to classes, I found it that Nadi Pariksha is not a part of regular examination in Jamnagar too, because it is not a part of Charak Sanhita. Then I started reading, but the fortunate thing in Jamnagar was they were my teachers were Padma Shri Professor Gurdeep Singh or Professor Dr. Baghel. They all were one of the most open teachers and who could accept every single understanding the student want. So I started learning with them, and with the fortunately Jamnagar has one of the best libraries for Ayurveda, huge number of books, and I could access many books for pulse diagnosis there and tried to collect every bit of it. Jamnagar gave me another opportunity, that to work for the department of, it was the part of Kai Chikitsa, and I too, being the student of Kai Chikitsa, had an access to attend the conferences on pulse Nidana across India and meet those many people who can do pulse diagnosis. Meeting them, reading the books, making the notes, all did happen. There was another story for this. In 86, I attended Second World Congress of Ayurveda and Yoga at Varanasi. There I saw Vaidya Brahaspati Dev Trigunaji doing pulse diagnosis for everybody. It was really fascinating to tell everybody what the problem he has and how he is suffering, and everybody was accepting it. But I could not get a chance. So after my MD, I thought I can use some technology to study the pulse diagnosis, and I enrolled myself. When I was working as principal Ayurveda College Aurangabad, I enrolled myself in Marathwada University as an student for PhD with the subject use of AI, artificial intelligence, in Ayurvedic diagnosis. It was way ahead of the time. AI was nascent. We did not had many experts in AI, and the sensors that time were not very potent to identify the variations in the pulsation. That was a failure PhD program. I could not complete it. But for that I read lot about technology, lot about artificial intelligence, tried multiple permutations and combinations to use pulse for diagnosis through technological ways. Thereafter, I had an opportunity to work with European Research University in Austria, and there it was a turning point of my life. I got an opportunity to get the glimpses of the process of pulse diagnosis used by Acharya Brahaspati Dev Trigunaji, not directly from himself, but from one of his disciples. And those 2 hours of learning of pulse diagnosis was an eye opener for me. I did had lot of theoretical knowledge about pulse diagnosis, the technology about pulse diagnosis, but the exact process, that key I got there. And then I developed a modular program for pulse analysis, the pulse reading and ending up into diagnosis. Normally, I conduct webinars and workshops on the process of pulse diagnosis. I teach all and how to use them for diagnosis. I have developed a modular program for understanding pulse properly and a mathematical calculation to make the diagnosis possible. It's a 5-stage diagnosis program. On 5 levels, the information about the gross happening in the body. In the second level, it is a superficial level, we get the information about the dosha and the activity of the doshas. In third level, which is the deep level, we get the information about the prakriti of the person. In fourth level, which is subdosha level, we get the information about the organ development. And in fifth level, we get the information about the dhatu involvement, the tissue involved. With this 5 information for every common Ayurveda doctor, it becomes very easy to diagnose. I conduct workshops, a 2-hour introductory workshop free of cost. With some little cost, I conduct a 9 hours, 1 full day workshops. There are 3-day advanced pulse diagnosis workshop, 8 days master trainer programs, and now I am really happy to share with you all that my 1-year full-time postgraduate fellowship program on pulse diagnosis is the only approved program across India, and it has been approved by Maharashtra University of Health Sciences. So that particular thing of understanding and using the pulse for diagnosis, I have been continuously conducting. With this lockdown, since 21st of March, I have conducted around 22 webinars, trained almost 10,000 people who watched me how to use the pulse for diagnosis. But I am really happy and glad today when Mr. Abhishek ji told me that I must conduct a webinar on or a lecture on Nirok Street platform. I should not speak about the process diagnosis, the technology, use of technology in pulse diagnosis, and this is something excellent idea, because we are all new age Vaidyas and we have been equipped with all kinds of gadgets. Modern medical science has been equipped by multiple amount of gadgets for their diagnostic purposes. If you believe, as on today, 40% of the modern medical practices and almost 90% of the diagnostic tools from modern medical science are AI based. No pathologist is now doing the techniques we learned in our colleges. It is all completely an automatic AI based machines, right from cell counters to analyzers. You put the sample once and you get the entire diagnostic process completed within some minutes. Then earlier the radiologist has to do lot of efforts to adjust his X-rays and other things, but now it is fully computerized, digitalized, AI based. Not only the X-ray machines, but the sonography machines, USG machines, whether it is 2D or 3D, the CT scan machines, the MRI machines, the functional MRI machines, which not only tells you about the anatomical structures of your brain, but about the functionality, the physiological activity within your brain, which is identified, and that is all with the use of AI. Earlier, some few years ago, it was thought that though everything has been taken over by AI, but at least histopathology will not ever be taken over by AI. But recently, it has been observed that when the histopathology has been carried out with the machines equipped with AI, they are the best reports which are possible, and the best is around 500% better reporting has been done. Very minimal chances of error. Last October on the Google Day, almost everybody of you had that video with you. It was so viral. Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google, has informed the world about Google's AI based diagnostic programs, and that diagnostic program was not carried out in America. It was carried out in Shankara Nethralaya in Chennai itself. They studied it. The study was going for long. They studied many people, and then with those findings they found that even an unqualified paramedic, not a doctor, forget of an ophthalmologist, not even a doctor, but a trained paramedic scanner to take a photograph of retina can diagnose the forthcoming of ischemic heart disease or diabetes, or in case strokes, 4 to 5 years in advance of development. Imagine, the retina is nothing but the only visible artery of the body. Through the retinoscope we can visualize the artery, and that skill with fundoscope was been commonly been done for years together. It was a known fact that atherosclerotic changes are well visualized on fundoscope, but AI based machine can diagnose it even for the unqualified ophthalmologist or unqualified physician, even for a paramedic. That is going to be a game changer in the entire medical system, and so thus AI is going to be the game changer for the entire medical systems across the world. Only Google is putting around $240 billion in developing AI based medical systems. Forget of the other companies. If you calculate others, that is much more than the in multiple times of the Indian GDP. The entire world is looking for AI based instrumentation, and this is the rightest time. One is the most visible artery being used by AI based machine to diagnose. Now it is a time to use the pulsating arteries with the help of AI to use for diagnosis. Since ages, first references are seen around 5600 years or 6000 years ago from Greek or Roman medical history, or even in Egypt, the papyrus, Iber papyrus, which are the most known documented professors having the knowledge about medicine, also has the information about the pulse. In the year 131 to 200 AD, I am talking about a time almost 1800 years in advance. Then the Greek physician Galen wrote 18 treatises on the pulse diagnosis. Out of them, 9 were for the therapeutic purposes of the pulse, and that knowledge was so predominant that it ruled the entire Western medical world for almost 1200 years. More than that, even Charaka had some references about the heart and its connectivity with the various vessels. Charaka was aware about the pulsating phenomena of the heart and the vessels and its relationship with the health. But unfortunately, there was no documented record ever seen in Ayurveda text. It was well developed in Western countries, it was well documented in Chinese medicine, it was in Egyptian medicine, but unfortunately, Ayurveda do not have that kind of documentation. The first ever documentation which is seen in 11th century by Sharangdhara, 13th century about Bhai Prakasha, and around 17th, 18th century by Yogaratnakara. There are few other authors who wrote their treatises like Kanad and Ravana, not the Ravana from Ramayana, the other Vaidya who was Ravana, and he wrote about pearls in a very Rajyam, one of the very known texts in Telugu, Andhra Pradesh. But all this do not give you the entire process of pulse diagnosis. And when we are aware about pulse diagnosis, IIT Mumbai invited me in 2015 to be a mentor to their project to develop a pulse diagnosis machine by Biomedical Engineering and Technology Innovation Center. It's a sub-center of IIT Mumbai, Bombay, and then it has another institutions attached to it, chaired by Professor B. Ravi, and we started working on the concept of pulse, using the pulse for diagnosis through technology. Prior to that, from 2004 itself, the work on this subject was already started by IIT, and probably the first ever machine which was created in India to use pulse for diagnosis by none other than by Dr. Aniruddha Joshi, an engineer, not a doctor, engineer. His PhD was on this subject, pulse diagnosis. He developed a machine very popularly known as Nadi Tarangini by Atre Innovation. It's a product of IIT Mumbai. But that machine is been in use for only one level, while my diagnostic process is a 5-level diagnostic process. So, we are developing a machine which can diagnose, understand, records the information available at all the 5 levels and can display the graphs, can give us an algorithm of what is happening within the body and end up in telling you the diagnosis. The pulse diagnosis machines are been in use, you will not believe me. The first patent on using the Vat Pitta Kapha through technology was been issued to Sanyo Corporation, Japan in 1951. There are many machines right from sphygmograph, which was prior to that, which can make a graph out of the pulse, to tonometers, those who are we are using it to measure the pressure of our eyeball. Every ophthalmologist have it. They put a tonometer and measure the tone of the eyeball. It can help you to diagnose glaucoma. The tonometers are being in use for understanding the tones of the pulse. The pulse is a very peculiar phenomenon. It is nothing but the expansion of the cardiac activity. How a pulse occurs? Every time a heart beats, a systole occurs, it throws, when the ventricular systole occurs, it throws a particular amount of blood into the aorta. And as a circulatory system is a closed system, that has been, the bolus continuously moves through the entire system, and in that entire system, as if you are aware, if you remember and recall, the arterial tree of the body, it slowly decreases into diameter, and that increases the pressure gradient across the walls of the pulse or the artery, and those with the resistance from the wall because of atherosclerosis or other changes, and for the pulse pressure that develop a particular pulse wave. Now you must recall and remember how the pulsation, the systole occurs. How the systole occurs is of most important phenomena, because unless you understand how the systole occurs, it is impossible to the pulsation. Heart is a very special machine, and that machine, what it does, electricity, and that electricity is from sinoatrial nodes or AV nodes. It is conducted to every single beat of myocardium through the bundle of His Purkinje fibers, and it stimulates the myocardium to go into contraction. So that pulsation is not 100% same in every following beat, because electric impulse alters, and every single beat is an altered beat. This phenomena was observed by ECGs, but normally we as a clinician speed. With that and with human eyes, it was impossible to identify the exact variation. There were variabilities which were known, but this exact variation was available only after the interventions of artificial intelligence in medical tools. Once the ECG machine were exposed to AI based machines, they started analyzing, and then they started analyzing the variation between two RR waves or two consecutive pulsations. R waves always symbolizes the systole, and then there were variations also observed in intra beat. Intra beat is the P wave, the PR interval, PQ interval, the QRS complex, and the differences between the height, the intensity, and the time gap of the QRS complex, the T wave, the difference from S wave to T time lapse, and the intensity of the T wave and the duration of the T waves. We all are aware that normally a cardiac cycle happens in 0.8 second, where the active cycle is of 0.3 seconds and 0.4 to 5 second is the resting period of the heart, the diastole. And when the pulse we get pulsations into, and with that the entire knowledge of pulse has been carried out. AI helps you to understand the variations interbeat and its relationship with the act. We must understand with this every pulsation we have understood the changes happening because of the mechanical force being implied by the cardiac muscles on the entire beat or every pulsation, but we must know what is carried out into this, and the material which is been carried out through every single systole in the arterial system is the blood, and blood is a biochemical composition viscous liquid. It's a viscous, amorphous viscous liquid. It contains cells, it contains nutrients, it contains liquid, it contains gases, and this particular viscous liquid or the amorphous combination which is moving through this arterial system known as blood is an ever changing phenomena. Remember, the composition of the blood is a continuously changing phenomena. You do not have a fixed composition in every single person and in that person at every single time. It is not possible because blood is continuously transferring the nutrients and the gases to the tissues, taking out the waste from the tissues, take it down to the excretory systems where those are been taken off the system. Then the blood goes to the lungs where there is another gaseous exchange, and you get ultimately a continuously changing fluid which is viscous in nature moving through this arterial tree. And because of the changing nature of that viscous fluid, the pulsation alters. Remember, this alteration of the pulsation is the only basis of diagnosis. If you don't have those changes, those variations, either in the composition of the blood or those in the electrical activity of the heart or the mechanical flow of the blood through the arterial tree, you will not have the variations in the pulsations, and those variations in the pulsations makes it a highly diagnostic tool. Now, what happens during a disease process? A disease, commonly, if you think of fever as a very common disease, and Jwara was known as an synonym for the diseases in Ayurveda. So, if you think of Jwara, what happens is the ama moves into the system and that causes the Jwaraha. Ushmano alpabalattvena dhatu madhyam apachitam Jwaradasu rasanuga bahirnirasya koshtagni Jwaradasu rasanuga. Means there is some kind of chemical transfer to the blood. We call him as ama, that can be a metabolic toxin, or it's a toxin might be created by the microbes or even by the novel corona we can call, but that creates some kind of chemical alterations in the composition of the blood, and that composition alters, and that altered composition alters the stroke of the pulse, upstroke of the pulse. And that is why when Ayurveda experts, the rishis, when they were doing the pulse diagnosis, they were able to pinpoint those variations, those minute changes which is happening in the physiological structure of the body, and they found it where? Very surprisingly, all Ayurveda experts, they used Angushta Moola Nadi for pulse diagnosis. Though there are multiple pulsatory structures in the body, right from Shankha Pradesh, we call temporal, Nasamul, the base field pulsations in the brachial region, axillary region, popliteal region, posterior tibial artery or dorsal artery, inguinal region. But the location which was being described for the Jiv Sakshini Nadi was nothing but the radial artery. And it is not only in India, across the world, somehow only the radial artery was in use, is in use even today, and probably will be used in future for making it useful for diagnosis. What could be the reason? There are three basic anatomical reasons for that. The first, the lower 1/3 of the radial artery, which is the normal area where the pulse is been examined by common people, they come to you and extend your hand and they want you to catch hold the pulse at the wrist of the patient. This particular phenomena, it is very important, that is, it is the most superficial artery of the body. Most superficial is this is the only area where the radial artery is subacute, or probably it is the only subcutaneous artery of the body, number 1. Number 2, remember this, very important, it is subcutaneous and it moves on the flat surface of the radius bone. It moves on the flat surface of the radius bone, and when it moves on the flat surface of the radius bone, we have an opportunity to press the pulse to access various levels. Third, equally important, when this lower 1/3 starts, it punches the superficial fascia, comes up, and then from the wrist it goes to the thumb and make a arc on the palm. But at the wrist, which is present as a superficial subcutaneous artery best seated on the flat surface of the radius bone and being tied up at both the ends by bands, doesn't allow any movement in there. And when they doesn't allow any movement in there, that is why you understand the pulse in a best possible manner, without any obliteration, without any disturbances. There are few people who think that pulse is observed by the Vaidya and through the Vaidya. I feel pity for them. Reasoning is, as a doctor we examine everything, and there is the human being, Vaidya is always involved. His senses are always involved. When you auscult, it is the capacity of your ears makes it the auscultation, the amount of usefulness. When you observe, the acuity, the accuracy of your vision is going to definitely involve. I remember a story, not a story, which I was a witness, a fact. I was working with Ruby Hall Hospital, Pune. I was in meeting with someone, and the same time in the morning hours, what happened is the in charge who erected that hospital, Dr. Grant Senior, Dr. Grant, one of the very old and senior physicians of India and from Pune, the owner of that time, the owner of Ruby Hall Hospital clinics. So he was moving through the ward. There were patients on both the sides. He was being followed by the entire team, right from RMO to superintendent to the registrar and the housemans, and they were telling them about the patients there, and he was just watching around. At one particular patient, he stopped, not looking at the patient. He asked the houseman, "What is this?" Houseman tried to give the explanation. Then the registrar came in and he explained the patient. Dr. Grant, while walking, only said, "No, you do this investigation. I think he is suffering from this particular ailment." And later it was found correct on diagnosis. Of course, there are people who have a specially developed senses, like it has been very known fact, Vaidya Panchanand Gangadhar Shastri Gunei from Ahmednagar, who was known to be the father of modern Ayurveda in India, developed the first Ayurveda college in India, developed the first Ayurveda pharmacy in India, started the first Ayurveda magazine in India, known as Vaidya Panchanand. He used to come to the ward. There were 24 patients in the ward, 12 on this side and 12 on that side. Huge ward. He used to smell and tell diagnosis of each single patient. This kind of spatial senses development is possible for those few lucky ones. Like everybody sings, but Lata Mangeshkar is Lata Mangeshkar. She has developed her skills to such an extent that he became absolute master. Of course, pulse diagnosis can also be taken to that level, but it is a definitely false statement that everybody cannot do the pulse diagnosis. No, every single Vaidya or every single healer, every single doctor must be able to do the pulse diagnosis, because it is one of the most commonest, simplest and cheapest diagnostic. Very judiciously and correctly may take 90 to 200 seconds to reach to a diagnosis. That is the fastest way of diagnosis, and with this technology in your hand, you can do it, anybody can do it. Right now I am talking to you on Facebook Live. In the afternoon I was talking to the doctors of Russia. There were 260 doctors across Russia, Finland were listening to me, and it was being translated in Russian language. This is because of technology. Can you imagine this kind of thing? Had I imagined 10 years in advance ago that I can really communicate across the world, even if the time of lockdown when we cannot travel, we cannot really communicate, this can be a instrument, mobile, which we are holding in. Was what in our thought that we can communicate to every other? No way. But with the AI based instrumentation, this has been possible. I am telling you, please record my words, that coming future, even in Ayurveda, will be of AI based instruments. Let me conclude it by giving you a final story. What will be the future? How the Ayurveda Vaidyas will be working? I have mentioned it somewhere in my article somewhere, that the future will be a virtual Vaidya. He will be having a band on his hand, which his pulse through his application to the host server, and my smartphone will tell me when I wake up in the morning, good morning, your constitution is XYZ. Today, this is the Rutu, these are the conditions of the weather outside, this is the time you wake up, this is your dosha conditions in your body. You must eat the following things today, you must do the following activity today, and it can track your, not only your information you put in, but the information which has to come from your body. Or day is not far away, I am coming out with an Ayurveda band very soon, probably by 2021. Like if you want to order on Zomato, and if you order, I want a triple Szechuan rice, probably your smartphone will give an alert. You are a Pitta Prakriti person, this is Vaishak, Pitta is on the high side, you should not order this. Try following options. Or if you want to really want to eat that only, be prepared for the trouble. This is going to be the future Vaidyas, and this is going to be the future of pulse diagnosis. Thank you for listening me. Thank you Abhishek ji for giving me an opportunity to put my views on the technology in the pulse diagnosis or pulse diagnosis in computer age. Normal pulse diagnosis I teach every day. That is what I have been doing. If there are any questions, I am available to solve your queries. Please put on your queries. You can also do one good thing. This is my WhatsApp number. This is my personal WhatsApp number. My name is Dr. Vaidya Sanjay Chhajed. 9819232755 is my WhatsApp number. You can send me queries. Please name, which place you belong, and what are your Ayurveda qualifications, and you can put your queries not only about the technology part of the pulse diagnosis, but I can really help you to understand pulse diagnosis in a better way, to give you some of the basic information about the pulse diagnosis. There is Sangeeta ji, nice question. It is the left part of the female should be examined and the right pulse of the males has been examined. So no difference available in the two, but as a convention, it's a normal phenomena in the population's mind that the left side of the left hand of the female is examined for the pulse and that is of the right hand is examined for the males. But there is no scientific reasoning behind it. Rather, in some part of the world, both the hands of examination pulse are examined, and even in some of the Vaidya traditions in India, both the hands of every patient is examined for the pulse diagnosis. The available pulse diagnosis instruments are correct. Yes, with their given limits, they are the best one available. At least when I am talking about Nadi Tarangini, I would put it that it is one of the best instrument available based on Ayurveda algorithm within its limits. Remember, it gives you an understanding of the one level of the pulse. It is not providing you the understanding of the all the 5 levels. So within that level, it is the best phenomena. Please go through them and you will find the best knowledge of diagnosis. So what we have concentrated is only on the technology part. Abhishek ji was very keen for me to share the knowledge about technology with you all. But yes, there are various levels, and as Dr. Prakriti analysis, Gitika ji, rarely changes. My experience is Prakriti analysis changes only when the patient is suffering from a dreaded disease. Otherwise, in the daytime, the Prakriti analysis never changes. That has not been observed, because I have trained so many people and we have been conducting the master's training program and the PG fellowship, where we have been examining hundreds of patients together, and we never found that the Prakriti changes in the daytime. अजित यादव जी, आप भी नाड़ी वैद्य हैं, आपका स्वागत है। और शायद मैंने आपके ज्ञान में कुछ बदलाव किया होगा, ऐसा तो लगता नहीं है मुझे, पर आपसे जो भी सजेशंस मिलेंगे मैं स्वागत करूंगा उसका। थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी, थैंक यू घनश्याम जी, थैंक यू अमोल जी, संगीता जी, प्रशांत शर्मा जी, आरोग्य जी, बेरीवाल साहब, नाइस टू सी यू अगेन सर, इट्स वंडरफुल। I hope you liked it. Prabhu sir, thank you very much. Suraj Agarwal ji, thank you. Because this 7th level, I am not a person to comment on that. If you have queries, please send it on my WhatsApp number. Thank you Vijay Jadhav sir. Start reading, start examining the pulse. If you want to concentrate on one particular area, please go to the hospital or the clinic where the particular number. There are books available, my book is also available, other books are also available. Learn the process, make the notes. Making notes is the only way you can learn pulse diagnosis, Prakash ji. WhatsApp number has been given 9819232755. 9819232755. Renuka ji, thank you very much. Yeah, there can be doshas and organs can be diagnosed. It's a routine pulse diagnosis focused on that particular part. Unfortunately, first 25 minutes I spoke on the other page. than the Facebook page of Nirok Street. So thank you very much. Thank you everybody.